Hello from whichever part of the planet you are, and welcome to Chris TV 254. I'm your host, Crescent Oma, and today I'm in company of the football pundit
Vitalis Marubu.
And we shall be actually taking you through the football analysis of the Super Sunday. Of course, Chelsea going head to head against Arsenal. Graham Potter eyebrow to eyebrow against Arteta, and this is one of the biggest London rivalry. This is the London Derby. We shall be actually analyzing to see whatever will be unfolding in this clash of clashes, in this blue-red London clash. So back to you, Vitalis.
Yeah.
Welcome back again to this show.
It
has been quite long being here, and welcome back.
Yeah.
So just going direct to my first question. Do you think Chelsea are coming at the wrong time to face Arsenal, given the fact that Arsenal is in a great form this season? It has only lost 2 matches against Manchester United and against PSV in all competitions. Arsenal are first, Chelsea are sixth. So Chelsea, I think their form is actually
sluggish.
Yeah, sluggish. It is not being understood.
Yeah.
Do you think they're coming this game as underdogs?
Yeah, I believe so. We're going to that game as underdogs. I will not speak as a cryptic fan, but I will be truth. I will be truthful to myself.
Yeah.
And it's called the bitter truth.
Sure.
Right now we are kind of bit off form. We are facing some injury crisis. The strikers, they cannot convert the chances that you get. You get 9 chances, you convert 1 or 2. Then you concede 3 goals or maybe 4. Like last Saturday where we were thrashed by Brighton at the Amex.
Yeah.
We were beaten thoroughly. A 4-1 win to the...
It is called demolition to rubble.
Yeah, we were demolished. Right now, our players, they are injured. Our wing backs, both the quality ones, Ben Chilwell and Reece James, they're out for around 12 weeks. Kepa Arrizabalaga, who was a bit of a savior, he's facing some injury till the end of World Cup. So it's a bit tricky. We are going as the underdogs, but never underestimate any team.
A derby is a derby.
Yeah, a derby is a derby.
So when we look at some of the statistics between the two teams, Arsenal has won 80 times,
Yeah.
Chelsea has won 66 times, and 59 occasions has ended in a draw. What can this imply in this game?
Looking at the past history, Arsenal has been battering us quite heavily.
Yeah.
We had a preseason game where they beat us, I think, 4-0. Again, towards the end of last season, they battered us. Around, I think it was a 4-1, 4-2. Yeah, 4-2. Yeah, where Saka scored a penalty in the 90th minute. So it's kind of a bit tricky. It's a hard game for us, but the best thing is that Anthony Taylor is not reffing. It's Michael Oliver who is reffing.
Yeah. Without doubt, he's the best referee
he's not biased. He's not biased. So we will see. We will see. Yeah.
So,
but Arsenal, they are very much on form, and it's a team to fear. Yeah.
So you just mentioned of the last meeting, Arsenal beating Chelsea 4-0.
Yeah.
Are Chelsea coming in this game with a scar? That 4-0 scar?
Yeah, we might be coming with a scar, but we have players who said that they're taking this game to be personal to them.
Yeah.
Players with the likes of Aubameyang, who said he has unfinished business.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping that tomorrow he's gonna deliver. He's going to score good amount of goals because he's trying to take revenge against Mikel Arteta for the bad sending off that he received in Arsenal. So I'm hoping that Aubameyang will convert the chances tomorrow.
So just still with Aubameyang, do you think he's now coming to disapprove Arsenal and Arteta in specific?
Yes.
Just a little bit away from that. Should we expect to see such occasions as the one we've seen in Arsenal, the likes of bad relationship between managers and players. We saw that with the likes of Mesut Ozil.
Yeah.
We saw with Aubameyang.
Yeah.
Will this thing continue at Arsenal?
The thing that happened between Mesut Ozil and the likes of Pierre, it's a matter of you're too young, you're young. So the respect there was not there. Right now, when you look at the squad that they have, it's a very young squad. The lads, they're very young. So I've not seen anybody who is old per se, but the lads, they're a bit young. But the likes of Aubameyang, they were the vocal people on the pitch. They were old. They were almost the same age as Mikel.
Yeah.
So that is where the disrespectful factor comes in. And maybe when the coach says this, he disapproves, he wants to do this, maybe he feels that it is right for his team. Yeah, it's sometimes it does happen, but I don't see it happening regularly because the players, they are a bit young and they are submissive. Yeah.
So Arsenal have been dominating in this fixture, and we just mentioned the last match ending in 4-0. Is this a big motivation to Arsenal when they come to meet Chelsea? Like,
Yes.
oh, we are used to beat them, we shall beat them.
Yes. Actually, tomorrow I'm psychologically prepared that we might lose, and if we win, we will win with a 10 margin. Yeah, maybe we will be lucky. Nimesikia watu wakisema tumevaa jezi leo.
Kesho itakuwa ni chafu.
Tusivae itakuwa ni chafu.
Kesho mtaogopa kuzivaa kwa sababu zitakuwa ni chafu.
Kama jezi ni chafu, si hatuvae chafu.
Mtavaa tu chafu hivyo.
Hatuvae chafu, yeah.
Okay, still moving ahead. Now Arsenal, if they beat Chelsea today, remember it's on. They have tomorrow.
Yeah.
I beg your pardon. They have only lost to Manchester United.
Yeah.
They beat Liverpool. If they beat Chelsea, will it just be like a confirmation that we are now title contenders this season?
Yes, I think so. I think they will be trying to put on a statement to the rest of the world and the other teams. They will be trying to imply that this season we are ready for any challenge that is coming against us.
Yeah.
But one thing that always surprises me, Chelsea will beat the least expected team, but will be beaten by the least expected team to beat them. Because we expected that the UCL games, that AC Milan would challenge them and will beat them, considering the form of the likes of Rafael Leao, Olivier Giroud, but we beat them home and away. So tomorrow they might surprise us, but expect disappointments.
As still in Chelsea now, do you think their strikers are not delivering, given the fact that in Arsenal, Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli, they both have 5 league goals this season.
Yeah.
Chelsea, their top scorer is, I think, Sterling with only 3 goals, if I'm not wrong.
Yes.
Are they not delivering? And if they're not delivering, then what should they do?
I think they are not delivering because when I looked at the game that we had with the Dynamo Zagreb midweek, Sterling had a lot of chances, to convert.
Yeah.
He would have easily scored 2 to 3 goals in that match, but he squandered them, all of them. I actually thought that we were swindled off our 45 million that we paid to Man City to get Sterling, because that guy, he's insisting to dribble, yet he knows he doesn't have space. Yeah. He's insisting to win fouls rather than to continue with the play. He's insisting to win fouls. And sometimes, maybe the ref, when you're a diver, the ref knows that this guy is a diver. So, yo man, wake up. Let's continue with the game. I think they're not delivering. They need to pull up their socks.
Okay, just still with the Sterling and Gabriel Jesus, you can see the current Manchester City, their top scorer is Erling Haaland, and he has scored a lot of goals this season. Yeah. Do you think the brilliant performance of Sterling and Gabriel Jesus in Manchester City was because of the quality players that surrounded them, the likes of Rodri, the likes of Kevin De Bruyne, Bernardo, Phil Foden?
I think Gabriel Jesus was brilliant in Man City, and he's still brilliant in Arsenal. Yeah, he was not scoring a lot of a ridiculous amount of goals as Erling Haaland is scoring, but the guy was shining. Yeah, we can say about the legs of Kevin De Bruyne. The guy, he tees up crosses and passes that they are sure they will reach your foot and you will score. Anakuuliza nikuwekee wapi, mguu ya left ama ya right, then atakuletea cross nyingine imeweza
yenye hata defender ki intercept ni on goal. Yeah.
I think the likes of KDB, Bernardo Silva, you know, a team is not based on one player.
Yeah.
It's a team.
It's a team.
Any individual mistake or any individual effort, it's taken as a mistake by the team or an effort by the team.
Sure.
Yeah.
So in Chelsea, is the problem in the midfield where the industry for the goals or the strikers?
Yes. I don't understand why Graham Potter insists to play Jorginho. Well, he has players with the profiles of Denis Zakaria, who actually scored and was very impressive against Dinamo Zagreb. The guy is a box-to-box midfielder. He can shoot. Jorginho can't shoot. He's slow. He can't pass. He insists on back passing rather than dribbling and pushing the ball forward.
Yeah.
So I prefer when he's playing with the legs of Conor Gallagher, Zakaria, the legs of Kovacic. Actually, I love it when Matteo is on the mid. Right now we do not have that the whole V12 engine. Mr. N'Golo Kante.
And he's doubtful if
he's doubtful about his future, and even his future in Chelsea. It's very doubtful at the moment. Actually, I like Conor Gallagher. The guy, the position changed. He's now, I think, an attacking midfielder or a center attacking midfielder.
Yeah.
And he's not in the pivot. He's not in the double pivot because. The guy is very hungry and very ambitious.
So still with Gallagher, this brilliant performance, is it because he's trying to impress the coach so that he wins a position in the starting 11, or is he trying to also impress the nation team coach to get a position there?
I think the boy is very ambitious. When he was at Palace, there were talks of him joining Palace, but he said, I am playing at this form because I want to be considered in Chelsea.
Yeah.
So I think the guy is in love with the team, and he's ready to do anything for the team. But also the World Cup is a very big motivating factor.
Yeah.
I think he's ready to win titles. He's ready to contend for titles. Yeah, and if he continues performing, the guy will be brilliant.
Still with Arsenal now. Under Arsene Wenger, they won 3 Premier League trophies. That is in 1998, 2002, and that invincible season 2004.
Yeah.
Chelsea under Abramovich, that is 2003 to 2022, they've won 21 trophies. So in this fixture, Arsenal against Chelsea, Arsenal has been dominating the fixture, but Chelsea has been dominating trophy-wise.
Yeah.
So what is Arsenal lacking to get in that caliber of Chelsea, whereby they can win trophies?
I think they lacked consistency. They were not hungry for trophies. Maybe they were hungry for domestic trophies like the FA Community Shield. But their big boys running the league currently. The likes of Manchester City, Liverpool. They're the big boys. That is one problem. We have the big boys. Maybe they were not ambitious for the European, for the European Cups. But this year they have a chance. They have a chance to win the Europa if they take it seriously.
Just still there in Europa League. Yeah. Okay, Arsenal have never won UEFA Champions League, and there was big hope for Arsenal this season to win Europa League. With the elimination of Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, there's a big club here, Juventus, Ajax. From Champions League to Europa League.
Atletico is not playing in the Europa League. They were they were the number 4s in their group.
So yeah, sure, you are right. So do you think with the elimination of these big names from Champions League to Europa League kills Arsenal's hope of winning Europa League this season?
No. Let me tell you something. One, this Juventus. Juventus, they have been very much out of shape and very much out of form. So I don't see Juventus as a big contender. I don't see it as a big challenge. For these teams that came from the Champions League, they must play against there must be playoffs for them to play against the other teams in the round of 16. So I think Arsenal this time they have a good chance of winning the Europa League because of the playoffs. Barcelona must go to the playoffs. Manchester United must go to the playoffs. Ajax must go to the playoffs. Sporting Lisbon must go to the playoffs. But Sporting is a very good team. That's a team to watch. It's a team to reckon.
They are performing brilliantly both in the domestic league and in the European competition.
There's Ajax, and I think they will try. I think there's Salzburg. But at the end of the day, I think Arsenal, if they don't go to the finals, they will at least make it to the semi-finals.
All right, still with the trophies, we just talked of the Abramovich era, and he won almost all trophies available. With the entry of
Todd Bowley,
Consortium,
Baghdadi Bali,
and I think he doesn't have that football mentality. Do you think it is the end of Chelsea dominance era when it comes to winning trophies?
When Abramovich took over Chelsea, he had no and absolutely zero experience in sports generally. But he hired people the likes of Marina Granovskaya who helped rebuild the team. So I think the Todd Bowley Consortium, they are rebuilding, and rebuilding takes time. Right now, we wanted to sign a sporting director, Christoph Front, I think from the RB group, from the Red Bull group, but they refused. They wanted compensation for his contract. He had agreed with the personal terms and other things. But Todd Bowley, one thing that he has, he's ambitious, and he has some sporting experience with the Dodgers. With the Dodgers, the guy is very successful. The Dodgers is a very successful franchise in the US. When he took over the Dodgers, they were just another team, a regular team playing in their domestic league. But now the Dodgers, they're very successful, and they are big title contenders this season in the baseball game. So I think rebuilding takes time. As fans, we need to understand that. So in the modern era, we want things to run as fast as they can. I believe that when we get a good sporting director, which Todd Bowley is looking at. There were talks about Michael Edwards, who was the former Liverpool guy. So but the guy, I think he said he's quite on a vacation about being a sporting director. So I think when you get a good sporting director, the club will flourish.
All right. So do you think Chelsea made a wrong signing by bringing in Graham Potter, given the fact that they went to Annex Stadium and they were hammered 4-1? Was that a wrong signing?
No. Graham Potter was actually the best signing at that moment, because you could not have gone for Poch. Poch is quite weak. Zidane was a bit precautious. He never wanted the job. At that moment, we had either Pochettino, Zidane, and Graham Potter, and many fans they were not to Poch. They said no to Pochettino. So I think Graham Potter was the best signing. And the guy, when you say Graham Potter, maybe you might underestimate him. But when he gets what he wants, the guy will be good.
So, still with Graham Potter, he's an English manager. And an English manager has never won Premier League. Can this be an obstacle for Chelsea to win Premier League, or is it just a hearsay?
I don't think there is any African goalkeeper who has ever won the Champions League save Edward Mendy. So it's not about being English. It's not about your nationality. It's about what you bring to the table.
All right.
Yeah.
Still with now Graham Potter, probably the last question to you about Graham Potter. If Chelsea finishes out of top 4, that is out of Champions League spots, will there be shouts of Graham Potter out?
When he signed his contract, that was not a requirement. He was told whether you qualify for the Champions League or whether you don't, it's okay.
But will that not make him relax at his job?
But there is the club's culture. The fans in Chelsea demand that their club must finish.
Their culture is winning trophies.
Their culture is winning trophies. Secondly, must finish in the top 4. So I think we will still be in the UEFA league competition. Maybe as the title holders that time. Yeah.
Which players will be a threat to Chelsea and which players will be a threat to Arsenal in this London derby?
1, Gabriel Jesus. 2, Saka, who is very much on form. Gabriel Martinelli. The back line is a bit solid. We have the legs of Saliba, we have the legs of Ben White, we have Ramsdale in goal, we have Granit Xhaka, we have Odegaard. Odegaard is very, very quality. The legs of Fabio Vieira. I think the whole team in Arsenal is a threat to Chelsea. In Chelsea, we have Mason Mount, maybe. We have Aubameyang. We have maybe Kai Havertz and Mateo Kovacic. And I think the backline is a bit solid, where we have Thiago Silva and maybe Trevor Chalobah, or maybe Thiago Silva with Kalidou Koulibaly. Yeah.
So with Arsenal winning by 5 goals last match in the Premier League, and also Chelsea losing by 4 goals in the last match in Premier League, should we expect many goals in this fixture?
There might be many goals. Maybe goal. But the team that will win might win with a small margin.
So maybe to conclude, your prediction?
My prediction, it's either maybe Arsenal beat us 3-0 or we beat them 3-1.
All right, myself, I go for a 3-1 Arsenal win. And Vitalis, it has been actually a pleasure having you with me here in the analysis of the London Derby on this Super Sunday. So maybe to our viewers, well, where can they find you in the social media platforms?
All my social media pages at Marubo_V. Yes.
So
subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends. Yeah. Keep us motivated.
I'll be waiting for you in the next weekend for another football analysis. It has been a pleasure, and I wish you the very best. So back to you, fans. It has been actually brilliant having you with us in this London Derby football analysis. So the question actually remains: has Chelsea purchased enough bulletproofs, given the fact that the Arsenal guns are loaded with live bullets? The answer, you'll get it at the Stamford Bridge on this Super Sunday when Chelsea takes on Arsenal in the London Blue-Red Derby clash. It has been a pleasure having you. Until next time, goodbye for now.